first thought.
Yes.
You ain't leaving that nigga.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna even waste my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my energy. You ain't leaving that nigga.
You ain't leaving that
Like,
nigga.
come on.
Period. Okay.
We know that.
Like if you ain't left after the first, second, or
Third.
13th time, what the fuck you gonna leave? What the fuck you gonna leave at 15 for? Like,
15.
no,
Y'all need just
no.
open-
Yo, you are not prescribed with the realest, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. It's your boy Dewey. We back on the mic. So, today I'm sitting here with two people that's been in this couch before, okay? Two people that's been in this couch before. So we have Trey, who was on episode 2, okay? Episode 2 with little Terry.
Yes.
Little T. And then we got, DB in the house. He was on the show with McFadden, and I don't remember what number.
That was
Remember
11
number?
actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
episode 11.0.
Yes.
So, we hear episode 24.0 today, all right?
Mhm.
So, how y'all feeling? Let's just go ahead and see, how are y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
You feeling great? Okay, you feeling great. Good. Okay, how you feeling, bro?
You know what? I'm good, but I'm tired of people.
Tired of
already.
people?
You know what it
Okay.
is? Like,
Tell us about it.
I mean, just COVID then got me being, solo dolo, so now I can be outside and I got to interact with people again.
That's
You
true.
be getting on my damn nerve.
Nah, that's-
like, I just turned into a hermit crab.
Hey,
like,
no, real talk,
right.
no. Real talk. Actually, you know what's so funny? I just got out of quarantine like not too long ago, and actually sitting in the house had me fucked up.
Right.
Like,
Really?
bro, 2 weeks of
Mhm.
like no interaction with nobody, like having to hide from my grandma upstairs because of course, I don't want her to get it. Like, it was weird, bro. Going from like, I was going out every weekend, like really kicking it, doing too much, not doing too much, spending too much money. And then I had to sit here. So I feel you on that.
Right.
I'm like the reverse though. I wanted that interaction.
Nah,
You feel me? I wanted that.
yeah.
I wanted that.
People that got into COVID and they forgot how they didn't lost their people skills, man.
This is
Absolutely.
facts.
Like-
Absolutely.
Because it's weird though.
Yeah.
Like even at the store, like I look, don't even look at nobody. I feel like if I look at you, I might catch something. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just mask on, keep walking straight. But since, you feel me, how has life been since y'all been in this studio? Let's say that. I was gonna say that on the couch. How's life been? What's changed? Update the people.
Woo.
What's
Well,
going on?
as you can see, y'all, I'm pregnant.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, the last time we was kicking it, you know, we
Yes.
had our whiskey.
Yes.
Things are a little different, but life has been good. I'm
Okay.
grateful. I think I just always stay in that energy. I'm always grateful.
Yeah, love that. What about you, bro?
Man, not much has changed. When I say not much, that means everything. But no, I got a promotion at work.
Okay,
that's
congrats.
good,
Congrats.
you know what I'm saying?
Big ups.
Yeah. What else happened? I kind of guess, I don't want to say dissolve, but I'll say we put That's Why We're Single on hiatus.
Okay.
I
cool.
think,
Okay.
like I say, the pandemic definitely affected everybody as far as, just being schedules and just getting back to normal. But
Yeah.
I am proud to announce I started a new podcast.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Me and my girl, right? Me and my girl.
Girl.
Dinner with Doc and DB. We
Okay.
record. We release every Monday. We're on episode 6 right now, so that's fun. It's always good to just be able to, go downstairs and record versus having to go somewhere and record.
Absolutely,
And I had moved out to about 30 minutes from where we used to record, so it used
Okay.
to be a hassle.
That drive.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's just good to be back behind the mic. You know how that feels. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just to be back and recording. So it's just about getting my feet back wet and just getting back into the swing of things.
Okay, look, it's
Absolutely.
the energy. It's the energy,
Right.
okay?
Right.
I love to hear that. You feel me? They give me everything, okay? You give me all of that. Sprinkle it.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
Right.
So look, today, I brought them here. We're gonna talk about a little bit of comprehension, a little bit of communication. We're gonna go all the way there. So y'all know we go to the weight room where we play a little game.
Uh-huh.
So today the game is called What I Say. So y'all know how your mom, I don't know, your parents, whoever your guardian was growing up, what I say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying, right?
Right.
So today this game is gonna be, I'm gonna read a scenario to y'all, and you tell me what you thought, right? And then how you respond to this. So it could be a text, an email, a conversation. What you read, right? Or what I said. And
Okay.
then how do you what's your first thought?
Okay.
And then how do you
Okay.
respond?
I get what you're saying.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Because what you think might not be what you're gonna say, right?
Right.
But I just want to hear your first thought. All right. So the first one is, y'all have been rocking for a while and y'all haven't seen each other in a couple of days. They text you and say, we need to talk. What's your first thought? We need to talk. So you didn't got a text. Now they said we need to talk. What's your first thought?
What the fuck she caught me doing?
You feel me?
Right.
Okay, Trey.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. It's just okay. We just need to talk. I don't even put too much thought into it.
Okay.
So okay.
So we need to talk and that's it.
Okay. So I'm like, when are we scheduling a call? Are we doing this? Are we meeting up in person? What type of call is
You
this?
want it now.
Yeah.
Let's get it
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
I agree. I'm agree with both of y'all.
Right.
So if I see like we need to talk, what you done caught me in, she pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Something going on.
It's some shit.
It's something like it's gonna make me scratch my head type shit. All right.
Right.
So how y'all responding though? You say you're urgent with it. You want to know like now. How you respond?
I'm the same way. Like
urgent?
I have to know right now. You can't tell me
sure.
you can't tell me that we need to talk and then
Tonight.
have me thinking about this the whole
All
day
day.
at work.
Yeah.
On the drive, stuck in traffic. Like, damn, what I slipped in here.
Tell me now.
Right.
Tell me now.
Nah.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I'm gonna be like, tell me now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna force it. So if they're like, oh no, we'll just talk it another time, it's always gonna be on my mind because I overthink.
Yeah.
So urgency. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one. Your friend in many years continues to vent about a situation that they're in that you know is toxic as hell. But you've been minding your business. They ask you how they should move forward after catching their partner cheating for the 15th time. What is your first thought?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is real life.
Yeah, no, facts.
Like
no facts.
what? First thought.
Yes.
You ain't leaving that nigga.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna even waste my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my energy. You ain't leaving that nigga.
You ain't living that nigga.
Come on.
Period. Okay.
We know that.
Like if you ain't left after the first, second, or
Third.
13th time, what the fuck you gonna leave? What the fuck you gonna leave at 15 for? Like,
15.
no,
I mean, just
no,
open
no,
it
no.
up.
Right,
Just
just
open it
nah.
up.
Like first thought for me would probably be, I done told your ass to leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I would respond the same way. Like at that point, like it's just
You just
beating
gonna
a
be
dead
straight
horse.
up with
You're
it.
just beating a dead horse at that point. So
Right.
yeah.
This is tough. So I want to mind my business, but I mean, the 15th time, I kind of like you want to be there. Like you said, you're not leaving that nigga. You want to be there. So I'm probably going. I don't know. In that situation, I don't even know what type of advice I would give. Like I've given so much now that I feel like it's really nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But are you gonna tell your friend that? Like honestly, it's just really nothing to talk about. I'm good.
Well, I do have a friend like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell us what you did.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm done discussing it.
Okay.
That's just how I am. I'm done discussing it. I'm not putting my energy in. Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah.
How
like
was
I
their
love
response?
you. They respect it. It was definitely some tension, but it's like I love you.
Yeah.
I can be a listening ear
Absolutely.
at times, not
Yeah.
all the time. And yeah, wish you the
Wish you the best in that
yeah.
season.
I'm not gonna leave you like hanging, but
Right.
But don't talk to me no more about it.
No.
All
It's
right,
just
cool,
like-
cool.
Isn't that crazy?
You
Mom?
feel- Right.
That's when you just be like, dang, that's
Dang.
crazy.
Right.
You don't even
It's
say nothing
real.
back. You don't even say
What-
nothing
What
back.
this girl
Crazy.
look like?
Right. They just talking. They just send me your profile.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna step in a professional. You can't say that to the friend though, Steph. Come on now. All right, the next one. Your coworker you really don't fuck with needs your assistance on a task.
Fuck them. What?
Yeah.
Out of here.
Hold on. They need your assistance on the task, but you rather not assist, like Trey just said. Instead of asking you directly, they CC you in the email with y'all's manager. What's your first thought?
This bitch.
For sure. Exactly.
It's
Like, what
fu-
the fuck?
It's funny because I feel like either you've been in that situation or whatever, but I'm actually going through that situation right now.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
So you know what I'm
Hey, these
saying?
some
Like,
good questions.
like, bruh, like I just have with my promotion,
Mhm.
a lot of my like I have to manage multiple locations now. So it's all about delegation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I need people to be able to handle their job and handle their roles
Absolutely.
when I'm not there.
Yeah.
So if I'm not there
Yeah.
and you call and text me about something that's going on there, it's like, what am I paying you for? Why are you calling me to do your job? Like,
Right.
so it's like, why are you? So we went through this whole like little email exchange, ironically today.
Hey.
This is
right. Like she hit me with the, so what am I supposed to do when you're not here? Am I supposed to hit up your manager or I'm supposed to hit up HR? Now it's funny. Right now it's funny because my manager is sitting there with me while I'm getting the email. I just turn the monitor on and say, look at this bullshit.
Right.
Right.
Let's take a look.
Like, cause you're gonna get a copy of it. And he's just
Yeah.
like, I'm rocking with you. Like,
Period.
it's simple as that. Like, if she don't
Yeah.
want to do her job, then I'll find somebody else that can. So it's,
Yeah.
bruh, like,
So it bit her in the ass.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to work for me, man. I'm a tough ass. I'm just letting you know right now.
I feel like when it comes to professional, like when it comes to work, you have to address it differently just because it's work. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're like an entry level position or like you're not really in with the manager, like you might be in with your manager. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as in the professional room, I'm gonna be cussing in my head, but I'm gonna respond back like, you know, hey Carl, how are you? Like, how can I help you? So I'm gonna probably help them. And
then you also got to tiptoe around shit. Obviously, being a black woman, you don't want to come off as an angry black woman.
Right.
You want to come off as the big angry black man. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to tiptoe shit. It's a fine line, right? But I've been doing my thing for 12 years. So at my point, I'm like,
I'm here.
I'm like, you can get all of me.
Yeah,
my resume is all my. That's one reason why I'm getting promoted. I got the success, so you about to get 100% of me. So if you think somebody gonna choose you over me, you stupid as hell.
You stupid as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely gracefully decline it. Yeah, for sure. It's just doing stuff with grace. It don't have to be just like but yeah, like. Hey, you know, if I had the time,
I got you.
Yeah, I got you, but I do not. Right, I do not. But I'll CC someone else in that email, and you know what? You can ask them. Yeah, for sure. Not doing
it.
that.
Weak as fuck. I do not have the time, but I can make sure somebody else does. All right, so the last one is 2:30 a.m. after the club. All right, y'all been there? 2:30 after the club.
Yes.
You are currently somewhere you know your significant other might question if they text you, right?
Been there.
So they text you and they say, where you at? What's your first thought?
On my way home. Where you at? Thinking about you.
You're not answering that question before. That's exactly what I said.
On my way home.
Right.
Don't even trip.
Right.
I'm on my way.
home.
What you saying, Trey?
Niggas, what?
Bruh, let me tell you a quick story.
I was gonna say, I gotta hear this.
I had a quick ass story, right? So I was definitely somewhere my ass shouldn't have been.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability.
And got the text that said, where you at?
Okay.
I said, I'm on my way home. I'm literally about to leave on my way home. My damn car gets towed.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, bruh, I had to like
catch the Uber.
I had to like no, because at this point I've been drinking. It's 2:30 in the morning. I know I need to get my ass home.
Absolutely.
So I see the tow truck going by with my car. Now I got a couple of things I could do. I could, you know what I'm saying, like figure out where my car is. You know, I can, you know, see if a friend inside could take me, or I can hop on the back of the car that's being towed.
No way.
Yeah, I hopped on the back of the car that was being towed because I'm telling the dude I'm trying to wave the dude down like, where are you taking my car?
Yeah.
Like not even I'll pay the whatever. I'll pay the money to get my
Right.
car.
Yeah.
Just tell me where you taking my car.
Yeah.
He looked at me dead in my eye and just kept driving. And I had been drinking, so I jumped on the back of the car. We went about 50 feet and he stopped, and then I fell in the middle of the street.
I'm weak.
Yes, so like then he like, fool, why did you jump on my car? It's like, all you have to do is tell me where you taking my car.
Yeah,
I would have met you there. So like 2 hours later, I get to the crib. It's like 4:30. I'm trying to be like, yes, you know, my car got towed. You know, I was on my way from I was leaving the club and my car got towed. I ain't tell her what I was doing. Right. But yeah, I should not have been there.
You shouldn't have been there.
Should not have been.
Okay, but you hopping
God
on.
don't like ugly though. That's what I said. God don't like ugly.
He
got me.
He got you.
Yes,
He know how to humble you. He said,
Bro,
ever since then.
the first thing I'm thinking, where you at? I'm thinking they there. Like, you know how somebody asks you a question knowing the answer to it? I'm thinking, like, I'm outside. I'm looking out the windows and shit. Like, if I'm on a creep, I'm looking out the window of the apartment because I done definitely been there where girl done been parked by my car in another apartment complex. So, like, anytime I get a where you at, I'm thinking you there.
Yeah.
Like, period. What about you?
Damn. I'd probably turn my phone off. Because I ain't trying to leave where I'm at.
Y'all so smart. Why they all outdoing us, bro?
Right.
Turn the phone off. The phone died. And when I get done.
Y'all just be knowing. Because
Yeah.
I'm not ever thinking turn my phone off.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I'm just thinking
I'm
come up with
definitely not thinking turn my phone off. That's more trouble. That's more trouble. So you let your phone go dead. You was out.
Listen.
Okay.
I'm sweating like that Key and Peele meme. Like, nah, bro.
My phone always dies, so it's perfect. It's
Okay,
like,
so
you know,
it
it's
ain't
like,
nothing
damn, my
off.
phone died.
Right.
Yeah, so,
Okay. All right. So look, that was
You know why you
good.
battery capacity.
No, for real. Keep it in your purse. Keep it in your purse.
Yeah.
All right. So that was enough of the game. You feel me? We're gonna go to the office. So today, like we saying, we talking about communication. As you see, we all had different responses to these questions. All right. So my first question to y'all: If you had to say on a scale from 1 to 5, how would you say your communication skills are? When you think about your communication skills, like how you communicate with others, we'll say 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. Where you at?
Well, I've been in therapy and shit.
I know that's right. You better shout the motherfuckers out.
And shit. I would definitely put it at like a 4.
A 4? Okay.
I'm effective. I'm a great listener, right?
Love it.
And yeah.
Okay, out of 4. What's up with you, bro? What you
I think I'm gonna put myself dead in the middle at 3. I'm not gonna sell myself like, you know what I'm saying, I'm this great ass communicator, like I'm MLK or some shit. Like not finna catch me, you know what I'm saying, giving a speech.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I can say what's on my mind, but it may not be effectively understood.
Okay.
It's just because like my mind is going faster than my mouth can say the
Absolutely.
words. So I feel like when I'm having these discussions, it's like I've already said it, but really I haven't. And then I'm just like, damn, let me slow down and try to like expound on things. And especially when it comes to men and women and relationships and things like that getting tangled, it's just like, let me slow down and kind of like say what I really the point of what I'm really trying to get across versus trying to just say shit just to say shit.
Yeah, no facts. 3, 4. I'm a hot 2. I'm a hot 2 for sure.
Damn, the 2.
I'm a hot 2. I feel like with therapy I've gotten better.
Right.
But I definitely gotta have it at a 2 because there's still some things I won't say because I don't. Not that I'm scared of your response, but I don't really want to hear your response, if that makes sense. You know what I'm
that
saying?
makes sense.
So I feel like I'm in a place where I can always take constructive criticism. I can always take feedback. But sometimes I don't want to fucking hear your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
But I also don't want to tell you I don't want to fucking hear your mouth. So again, I'm at like a hot 2 just because I'm not tapping into my core like you just said. Like I haven't got to that place where I'm tapping completely into that spot where I can just say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can talk, but I can't really say it. So that's good shit, bro. I'm gonna have to tap into mine. Do you feel like it's different with men and women though? Like when it comes to communication? So you're in therapy and I'm in therapy too. But clearly my shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? I still got a little bit of I still got a little bit of there. You feel me?
What, I'm almost 3 years in at this point, but I know people longer, but I don't even want to put like a gender on it.
Okay.
It's just everything is like for each individual, right? Because I know women that are typically like, they always say that women are the ones that are more expressive. Yeah, right. And I know women that will close down. Absolutely. Or men that are very expressive. So I won't put a gender on it. But I think a lot of like being able for me to effectively communicate is what is the end goal? When I show up to have a discussion, what's the end goal? Okay. So that just helps it like for me to stay clear. Right. And make it more effective. So we're not yelling. Okay. If I know I'm coming over there and we need to figure out what we're going to eat tonight. Absolutely. I'm not going to get like tied up in the small, details about something else. Yeah. Because the end goal is what the fuck are we eating tonight?
Good shit. Right. Good shit. So you know where you're trying to get. Right. So my question would be, what if you don't know where you're going with it?
If you don't know, I think you're just talking to talk. So I think you have to just slow down and figure out, like you say, what's your end game. Yeah. Otherwise you're trying to communicate, but you're also trying to effectively listen. Right. It's just all shit just getting all jumbled up at the same time. So, I kind of feel like it's one of the worst situations.
Right.
So
I was about to say,
you gotta. So I'm quick to be like, yo, can we talk about this later? Like, it's not even trying to be like on some like trying to procrastinate or trying to, wait, be dismissive. But I'm like, yo, I just need a little time just to formulate what I'm trying to get across so that once I say it, I can effectively listen to your response and also effectively listen to what you're trying to get across. Because otherwise, while you're talking, I'm thinking of like, did she really understand what I'm saying? Right. Did I really say it right? So I'm not listening to her. And it's a fucked up situation. So
I didn't definitely.
That makes sense.
It definitely makes sense. I've definitely been in that situation though. And it's funny you said that because I was going through a situation and my friend said, I didn't really know what to say to this girl, right? And he was like, just tell her you're not in the space to talk right now. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that is the approach that I want to take because I feel like, I don't know why it came off kind of harsh. But why did it come off harsh? That's true. I'm not in a place.
That's great. That should be a statement.
I'm not in a place to talk right now. That's good. That's
a
shit.
Great statement.
But I'm like, nah, I don't really like that response. But why though? Like even when I think about like So I've been told that I've been dismissive before, right?
Mm.
And I don't think it's that I'm dismissive because I don't want to hear it. Sometimes it's just like I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like I don't know what my end goal is. I don't know what my response gonna be. So I'd rather just keep it inside before I say something that I don't mean or that I probably didn't really mean to say. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely one thing I'm really working on. But I asked people on Instagram about a couple weeks ago. I said, would you rather be with somebody who rarely listens when you talk and is dismissive, or someone who gives you the space to communicate but never understands what you're saying? Which one would y'all pick?
Neither.
Neither. You only got one of the two.
I have to pick. Oh,
you got to pick.
Yeah.
So someone who rarely listens when you talk and is dismissive. So they rarely listen when you talk and is dismissive, or someone who gives you the space to communicate but never understands what you're trying to say.
I feel like you can work with the latter.
Okay.
You can work with somebody that at least gives you the opportunity to speak.
Okay.
It may take a little bit extra to get them to understand what you're trying to say, but I just appreciate the fact that you at least giving me the opportunity to speak, so that at least shows effort on your part to understand where I'm coming from. And I think we can work with that versus somebody that just
completely don't give you the mic.
It's missed me with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn, that's hard for
That's
me.
a
That's
hard
a
one,
good
right?
point. I'm like, I don't know. I've been in both situations with men, relationships, and it's really hard to, even though if you're an effective communicator, if they just don't get it, they just not gonna get it.
Right.
Versus a dismissive person, maybe they could change.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I would go with the dismissive person.
I think I'm going to dismissive too.
And maybe they just, maybe they have like traumas or some shit that they need to work out and they could get there. But if somebody literally doesn't like y'all, it's just you could talk yourself in circles.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to be in a position where I have to break everything down.
Like, that's why I don't date white men.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you don't date white men.
Yeah, now we,
you don't get it.
You don't get it. You'll never get it.
Exactly.
You'll never get it.
So I feel like I'll be stuck in a place where I always have to break it down to this person. And I've been in situations like that, and I'm tired of breaking it down. So I'd rather just fuck with you, and you really don't listen to me. You tell me shut up, or you just walk out the house. I'd rather deal with that.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's sitting in there.
Yeah.
But you feel me? Trying to break it down is a whole different type of ball game, bro. So when we think about, let's even step away from relationships. How are y'all with family? Because what I'm learning in therapy is communicating with family. That's one of my things is like family, right? My mom, my grandma, my dad. Not really know how to communicate things with them because I always grew up being like that kid that just listened to everything, right? So being able to now step up and have a voice has been like difficult, like through the years for me, which my therapist, making me understand is like I didn't have a voice as a kid, so now having a voice as an adult, my family be like, "What the fuck he just say to me?"
Right.
It wouldn't even be disrespectful. It's just like, did this nigga just talk back? Yeah, nigga, I'm 27. I just talked back. What you mean? Like, I don't like what you saying. Like, I said what the fuck I said.
Yeah.
So, how does y'all's communication with y'all's family? Because that shit gets tricky.
Oh man, I come from a very weird dynamic with my family. It is very atypical. It's and I think the communication, because of the way that I was brought up, as far as things were being communicated to me, like there's never been the greatest of communication between my family now, which sucks. Yeah. Because your family is your blood, you feel me? But it's just like, I'm the only one that goes to therapy because I go to therapy too.
Yeah. Shit, bro. Okay. Look at family.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody, I come from that family where, they just, they can take you to church and, they can get the devil out of your church. Yeah. God got your church. You ain't got to tell your problems. God gonna take it. Just go to church on Sunday. You be good. Like that's the type of family I come from. And I feel like, just be 100% transparency. I got a dysfunctional ass family.
I mean, I feel like a lot of us do though.
Right.
A lot of us real shit.
Right. Yeah. And so, just being able to communicate, being someone that, the only person in our family that graduated high school, let alone college.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Having a different communication style from that, just from our formal education.
Right.
Versus, somebody that, if they can't communicate, they're ready to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't get what I'm saying? And shit, let's go outside.
Yeah.
Take this shit to streets type shit. Like, and it's tough because like, my intentions are good, but it's just sometimes just going with someone that just can't comprehend what you're trying to say, or they just don't want to listen. There's a difference between and that's I feel like with my family, that's our biggest dynamic is someone has to be right. There can't be we both mutually fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like it has to be, somebody has to be completely right, somebody has to be completely wrong. And if I'm at a point where I'm backed in a corner and the last thing for me to do is to admit that I'm wrong, I just quit, or I don't answer the phone anymore and shit. Yeah. And that's how my family responds to shit.
And that's crazy because I feel like that's how like I was raised too. Like, I mean, because, you know, a parent and a child, like there is a right and there is a wrong. So growing up with my mom or my dad or my grandma always being right because I felt like I was wrong, it led up into adulthood where I'm just kind of like, you know what? Like, actually, it's just better to hold my fucking tongue. Because what I really want to say is going to piss you the fuck off. So like, maybe I'm going to just hold my tongue, but then I'm sitting with all this, like all these thoughts, all this anger. I'm coming to family dinners on Sunday wanting to really just pop off on you, and you, but I'm trying to keep the peace. So I feel like that's definitely, I come from dysfunction too. So you good, bro. Listen,
Black families, it's all of us. Yes. Well, mine is a little bit different. Okay. Like, child. I'm like super close with my family. Like I talk to my grandma like every other day, and my mom and my dad. I'll go get drunk with my dad. Okay. And like he'll be cheating and stuff. Like my parents are divorced. Right. But he'll be doing his own thing, and I used to be his wingman. So
okay,
like, that's my dog. But and he just always allowed me the space to say whatever the fuck I want. I was cussing young. So my mom was like the one that was like super Christian. Yep. But my dad allowed us the space to be like, like I'm not doing that shit, you know? So I think that's just like left in like I felt more empowered. Yeah. But to go back to what you were saying, sometimes like I find myself like, you know, we're all educated and I don't know, it's just like our vocabulary is now different, right? When you speak about people that haven't gone to college, that haven't even graduated high school. And I have to kind of like, I won't say dumb it down, but you have to bring it down to their level. Yep. Like I'm talking over here, you can't even.
Don't even know.
That's
what
not even.
I'm
talking Chinese at this point. So just being able to bring it down, like okay, this you know, like simplifying stuff has made it worthwhile with like communicating with my family.
Absolutely, and knowing like where somebody is. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Especially with your family, you know them, y'all close.
Exactly.
You know you know what they are, but sometimes that can get frustrating too.
Right.
Because it's like, damn, like. You just really don't get it. Like I have a little brother that just really, he just don't get it. Like it don't even matter. I don't want to say anything because he just don't get it. Like mommy can't get you, your dad can't get you, Dewey definitely gonna be able to get you. So I just leave it alone. But like sometimes I feel like that might hinder him in a way. So like how do you communicate with a family member who you know, like how we was talking about, just the comprehension level is just off. But you really want to talk to them. What is y'all's approach with that? Shit. You got the family that's gonna fight. Shit. You got the family that just don't get it. How do y'all?
I mean, sometimes you just gotta humble yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, you just gotta be like, look, going back to what we were saying earlier, as far as like the end game is concerned, like I don't want to fight you. So you know what I'm saying? That's my end game. Like, so what the fuck we gotta do to solve this so that we not fighting at the end? Because you still my family. I'm still gonna love you. I just don't agree with what you said or what you did. But at the end of the day, if a motherfucker come out here and it's you, I'm definitely coming and got your back. Well, I ain't said a word to you since yesterday or 10 years from now. Because we all we got. And so sometimes you just gotta just have some humble pie. And I don't think that's the best way to do it, especially with somebody that doesn't effectively understand what they did wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes for the end game, you got to eat some humble pie and just be like, all right, cool. I just shut the fuck up and you got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just sit the fuck down.
Right.
What about you?
Yeah, a lot of, I definitely agree with that. And a lot of listening, just going into it, knowing the end game and just really sitting back and listening. Because a lot of, you listen long enough, people start telling you, get people talking long enough.
Absolutely.
They'll start to tell you what's really on their mind. So maybe I was going to approach it about this situation, you cuss my mom out, but deep down it's some other shit. You going through some shit at work, right, with your baby dad, and we had to just take some time to get there. So just maybe just taking a step back, humble pie, and listening.
You know what I also think? I think it's also about motherfuckers' tone.
Oh,
like even when communicating is really about your motherfucking tone, because I really just want to be like, who the fuck is you talking to? But you're not really saying nothing disrespectful though. But like, who are you talking to because of your tone, right? Like, I just like, bro, like I've been in so many situations where it's not, and I catch myself because I'm like, hold on, it's not an attack. It's not no beef, but it's just the way that you're talking to me. It's the way in which you're approaching me, even like at work, especially like, right? So I work with a lot of You know what I'm saying? A lot of Caucasians, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of,
Right, that's all.
We know what that means.
Like, yeah. I feel like sometimes they just don't get it by their approach and their tone. And I just be wanting to be like, I gotta be the nice guy. Like, oh, I understand. Like, I'm keeping the little Dewey high pitched voice. But sometimes I'll just be like, who the fuck are you talking to? Right? And it's so crazy how in different, I guess I'll say different spaces in life, you know what I'm saying, different ethnicities, you know what I'm saying, people just don't get it. Because I actually was in the office, one of my coworkers, and she said what to her mom? Like, what? And to me, that was wild. Right. Like, did y'all grow up being able to say what?
Hell no.
What the fuck? I said, she over there like, what? Like, I said what? I'm like,
that's like one of them TikTok memes where like you say what and then you just see it go to black and then you see it open up and being like, oh, you woke up now. Oh, okay. Bet you won't say that shit again.
You lost your mind.
Like, even like you said your dad allowed you to cuss, but like I still low key feel uncomfortable cussing around like my mom and them. Like my dad different, but like my mom and them, like if a cuss word fly, I'm like, God damn, I didn't mean to say that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. So like it's just crazy how different in different spaces people will communicate in different ways. So I've definitely learned that. And I was definitely in that office being nosy as fuck. But anyways,
that ain't got nothing to do. Yeah.
You feel me? What's your best form of communication? Like a phone, a text? Like what you rather somebody do? Call you or text you? I want to talk about this because this, this can get, when we're talking about tone, this can definitely get misconstrued when communicating with people.
You want to go ahead?
No, go ahead. Like,
a text or a call?
I'm definitely a call.
You a call?
Oh, okay. I'll sit on the phone, honey. I'm like an old woman. Like me and my sister, we can be on the phone 2 hours. Like I'm definitely, because you get to hear like the tone, right? You get to hear the depth in someone's voice. Yeah. I don't know. I just love it. I'd rather do that versus a text is like I'm sending information, direct information. Okay. Boom. to set a call up or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, you can misconstrue someone's tone through like a text or email. Absolutely. Like, that's why those work emails get us all in trouble. You know, so I definitely hit you with a per my last email. So I feel like you can't comprehend what the fuck I'm saying. Absolutely.
Per my last.
But no, you just definitely, if it's something that's important, and I'm actually learning this at work, ironically. But if it's something that's important and something that you want to get across so that you can. I guess the other person can understand your tone so that they understand you're coming from a place of love. Like they gotta be able to hear your voice.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
that's good
because you can read that text message, like funny, like that Key and Peele skit. Yeah. Like they were sending text messages to each other and one thinking everything was good, but the other one thinking everything was like fucked up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just that
because it really do come down.
Right.
Like
you don't even want to leave it to that.
Bro. So I'm different from y'all though. I prefer text.
Really? You must be going crazy in the text.
Yeah, I do. I like the emojis. I do the little capitals when if I'm yelling, you know what I'm saying? Capital letters, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just write. I really like text. But I also will say this, and y'all might agree. It depends on the person, right? Okay. Some people on the phone with for hours, and it won't even feel like a drag. Right. But some people, I'm like, we 2 minutes in, and I'm looking at the phone, like looking. You know how you look at your timestamp, like, man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather text people first, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because sometimes you ever just like you don't have nothing to say.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, not today. So I guess my form of communication is texting, and that's crazy. Y'all said it was calls, but I guess it definitely depends on the person. But I'm gonna text first. Is there a reason why you wouldn't text? Because I feel like you can say a lot through text. People be getting on me for that shit.
I mean, you can say a lot through text, but is it gonna be the way that you want it to be said through text? Because you can read things. We can read the same thing and interpret it 3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? 4 different ways. Like, if it's something that I need you to understand, I need you to hear the fluctuation in my voice versus you could just take this text message and interpret it the way you want to. Absolutely. I definitely come from the side of anger where I'm like, oh, what the fuck you say? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to go to that place. You know what I'm saying? So I rather, and I think as a society now, because we live in, I tell people all the time, like I feel like we live in such a microwave society where everything has to be quick.
Explain that, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That, texting is a way for someone to just say what they have to say quick. Instead of having an actual conversation. I feel like we've lost the way of how to effectively communicate.
Right.
That's good. That's good.
Because you can just send a text. You can even got read their response.
Right.
That's really short shit. You can be like, all right, cool. I'll meet you with what's name? K.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I hate
Right. No, that's good, bro. That's good. I feel like it has, and I feel like even another thing with texting, like I really like it, but I feel like I get confused about like what I'm trying to say and what the person is reading, right? Because it seems like it's always different, and I don't know why it's like that, but like you said, it's like tone, and it's also like understanding, and like where your comprehension levels. Like we're talking about family, it's also where you're at in life, because a person can really say like we was talking about in the game. We need to talk. It really could be very fruitful, but you think straight negative. Right. I'm the negative person. I'm going straight to the negative. Like, I know it's about to be some bullshit. What did I do? Let me tighten up. But it could be something totally different.
Right.
So I want to hear. Give me an example of what. Have you ever been in a situation where you received something and you heard it a different way than what somebody said? They really didn't mean it that way though, but you took it that way. Have you ever been in a situation? Give me an example of it.
Right. I know I've been there.
For sure.
I just don't know an example right off.
Okay. So I'm gonna give y'all one. So
okay.
All right, let me get ready. So a couple weeks ago I put together this floating show, right? For this girl. And so put it together for her. Everything was cool, but at the end the drawers wasn't going in. First of all, I'm embarrassed as fuck. I just I'm putting up a drawer for a girl. You know, you handyman in this bitch. I bought all my motherfucking tools, and now this shit ain't working. So that's number one. So I put it in. We put the drawers in. They not going in. All right, cool. So she's like, all right, well, I'll just call the professionals to come do it. So she called the professionals to come do it about a week later. Okay. So I called her. She said the professionals is there, whatever. So me putting shit together, I put up TVs and shit like that. I want to know what I did wrong. Like, what step did I miss? Because I literally read all of the instructions. So I'm like, well, what did I do wrong? She's like, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, you had 2 blocks and you missed them. You put them. They were supposed to be replaced. And each. Right. I don't know how I'm saying it. But reverse. There we go. I'm like, where the word at? Supposed to be reversed. And I'm like, they was the same size. That don't make sense. I'm like, no, that don't make sense. She like, I lied. So I instantly get pissed just because I feel like I really wanted to know what it was, and you just lied for no reason. Like there was just no reason for you to lie, right? So I'm like, why would you just lie? She was like, well, I just didn't want to make you feel bad. I'm like, well, first of all, I know the professional's coming out, so already if I'm gonna feel bad, I would have felt bad because the professional has to come out. Right. But 2, I really want to know what the fuck I did wrong. And so she's like, well, I just didn't want to like hurt your manhood. So her approach was lie to Dewey so I don't hurt his manhood. My approach is like, motherfucker, tell me the truth so the next time I put up a floating shelf, you feel me, I can do good. And now I'm like, you fucking lying. So what I heard was like, nigga, I'm gonna lie to you. Like I my whole perception of the situation was like, you're just a liar. But from her angle, she was trying to protect my manhood, not make me feel like bad for putting this shit together wrong. And so I was like, it really pissed me off. But honestly, when I think about it, it's like her perspective is different from mine. Her understanding is different from mine. Maybe, I don't know what she had been through with niggas where if you tell the nigga the truth, he might spaz on you, hit you. I don't know. Yeah. But our perception was wrong. And so that's my example. I got that off my chest because that really bugged me. Like, don't lie to me. You feel me?
We tell where this show came from.
Married on this. Like, tell me, be up. Like,
girl, text me and apologize.
I say you sorry.
Okay. Please.
Let them know you're coming from.
You feel me? Okay, period. Yeah. Do y'all feel like it's hard to be honest with people?
No, I don't.
Absolutely not.
Oh, goddamn.
People like me even more because of that.
Really?
Absolutely. Yes.
Because they gonna say that she ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. So they respect that. They respect somebody that's real. That's what's wrong with society. Everybody, I think that's where she may have made an assumption based off of you, but I think she was coming from a place of love.
Okay.
Because at the same time, she was always like, hey, I want to protect your manhood and things like that. So she made an assumption based off her feelings towards you that like, hey, I don't want to put him in a situation where he think he done fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she made that assumption. You took it the wrong way and was just like, you just lying to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that has to do with both of you guys. It's just like your past experiences, like you said.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, like I truly believe, like
you know, she just, you know, didn't want to hurt your feelings like that. You know, you fucked up this shit. You know I'm saying? We have to buy a brand new. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's. I wouldn't say make a mountain out of that molehill.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, and it's just the fact that she even told you that she lied.
Yeah.
Is just an opportunity and
Right,
shows herself.
Straight up.
I lied.
Yeah,
I
lied.
like her. Like, I like that she
Hell
lied. You know, like, I lied. And she admitted that because liars wait till they get caught lying. So she could have just been like, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, and just left it at that. But she, you know, that was an opportunity for her to be like, you know what, I lied. And this is why I lied.
Right.
Yeah.
How do y'all handle liars then? So y'all both straight up, which means that y'all are like transparent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Open. So you give the real. Mm-hmm. What happens when you don't receive it? Do you cut a person off? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hang out with people I don't trust.
Period.
So
That's
just
That's
I'm like,
No.
No, dude, I mean,
think about somebody that's close to you though.
I don't hang out with people I don't trust. I don't say it. Right.
It don't matter. All of that.
I can't trust you now.
Because what you give is what you expect in return.
Exactly.
And so you give unadulterated truth, you know what I'm saying? You don't lie to people, you don't sugarcoat shit. Mm-hmm. So you expect that in return. So when you
don't get that, you feel betrayed.
Right.
And I'm the same exact way. So it's kind of like, damn, like I've been giving you 100 and you've been giving me 50, 60, 75. Like, you know what? I'll just distance myself from you because I know that's just the type of individual that you are. Like I cut people off for the stupidest shit. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily the stupidest shit, but you only got one time to fuck up with me for the simple fact is that I give you the real 100%. If I feel like you're trying to BS me or trying to, you know what I'm saying, finagle some shit, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, you know what? That's cool. You got it this one time, but you ain't about to give me a second time.
Absolutely.
You ain't about to fool me twice.
Mm-hmm.
You done.
I'm done.
Because that's just like a glimpse at like something larger that's gonna come. You know, if you lying about stupid shit, it's withholding the truth.
Right.
Like you're literally withholding the truth
for no reason.
Yeah.
Shit.
What?
So what am I supposed to do from this point?
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's good shit. I find myself staying in situations like that. You know, working through it. Let's work through it.
You got your own shit you got to work through. You got to work through somebody else's shit. Tell them to take their ass to therapy and work through that shit. You feel me? Like,
no way.
Is there anybody that y'all do change the way y'all communicate with though? So when we talked about friendship, family, intimate relationship, are all three of those different scenarios? Do you communicate differently in each one, or you keep it the same?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that everybody responds to things different. So every single person is going to I have a different communication style. Yeah. I'm changing the language up because they're not going to be able to understand. My parents are very blunt, my mom and my dad. Like we could pretty much tell each other whatever and it's open. I wouldn't speak to my man like that. You know, it's a softer, right?
Yeah, it's a certain type of approach.
I can be my feminine self. I don't have to be yelling, and I'm not doing that with nobody, you know. And my friend, like the homegirl I mentioned, I can be very blunt. Okay. With love, with grace and love. But yeah, I can be very blunt, right?
So you know how like she's gonna receive it. Right. Well, not really how she receive it, but you know she can take whatever you're giving.
Exactly. Okay. Versus like somebody in my book club or something. I'm not gonna be as, you know, so.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Everybody has their own different way of interpreting your communication. So you have to, you know, that's a fine line that people have to know how to toe. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, you may say the wrong thing that somebody might take offensive and shit. And then you don't want to have to go through that. So I talk to my friends a different way I talk to my family, different way I talk to my close friends, different way I talk to my work colleagues, completely different. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So, you know, it's like, I hate to keep bringing up Key and Peele, but it's like it's like that damn Obama skit where you know, say he's shaking hands. He's like, how you doing? And here comes somebody black, he hugging him, he kissing babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly how it be. Like, it's like, hello, how you doing? I was good, my out the room. Like, you feel me? Like, that's how I communicate with people. Like, once I know you and once I trust you, you know what I'm saying, then I'll be able to open myself and be my 100% authentic self. But at the same time, I have to protect my well-being as well too. I protect my heart as well too. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm guarded. You know, I've been hurt. I've been guarded from opening myself up prematurely. But you know, once I give you my 100, like you know, like hey, I ain't never got to worry about DB. You know what I'm saying? fucking me over or having ill intent. And you know, I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm quick to say I apologize. You know what I'm saying? If I fuck up, but like, you know, I just, you know, you have to earn that way. Otherwise, I just cut your ass off. You feel me?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You said something about sorry. You don't have a problem saying that.
Absolutely.
And I think that's one big thing when we talk about communication, because it shows like accountability. Yes. It shows that you're, I guess, listening to me. And you heard what I said, hopefully. You saying sorry, and you ain't just saying that shit just to say it type shit. But when I think about my communication style, I think one thing that I want to change is not saying it at that time. Because my thing is, I'll think of something. I feel like, you know, in the moment, that's probably why I like texting. In the moment, I don't think about this shit. You know, like a lot of shit. You know how you get in an argument and then you go home and you think about it and you're like, damn, I could have said this, fucking that. I think I want to get to a place where I don't have to like overthink a situation. Like I just want to say it at that time. I don't even have to, I mean, of course you're going to reflect when you get home. Right. But I'm saying on some shit where I have to literally, I literally think of my 1 through 10 when I get home, and now I'm like, damn, I only said 1 through 2, like 1 and 2, like damn, what about all the other shit you know what I'm saying I could have said. So is there anything y'all would change about y'all style of communication at this point?
No, I just think other people just need to understand that, you know, the truth hurts sometimes. You know, I feel like the same with you. I feel like, you know, being blunt, you know, why you mad at me for being blunt? Why you not mad at yourself for being able to accept 100% unadulterated truth? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm giving it to you how the real. I'm giving it to you saying, hey, that nigga ain't shit. Like, that nigga ain't got your best intentions in heart. It ain't me hating on that nigga. It's me loving you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people want to hear what they want to hear to make them feel good. Sometimes the truth ain't made to feel good.
Hey, that's big shit.
Sometimes that medicine, sometimes that medicine that make you feel better tastes like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, you gonna feel better in a couple hours because you know what I'm saying, you did what you had to do to get back right. I've never been that person that's gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm always gonna tell you what you need to hear.
Good shit.
Ooh,
nigga laid it down.
That's good. Okay, so I'm at a 4. So for me to just communicate even more effectively, I need to continue, and that's something I'm working on, that there is a duality in life. Okay. So 2 things could be true at once. Yes. And I have to constantly remember that, like, I'm right, but shit, you right too. Right. Like, you know, and it's not just I'm righter, you're wronger. You know?
Right. Yeah, but that's how we was raised, right and wrong.
Right, yeah. Like, no, mine trumps yours. So yeah, like there's a duality in remembering that and just consciously remembering that. Like
catching up duality. I literally have never heard that. You heard duality in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell no.
2 things could be true.
I be giving, you know, you got the right hat, I got the wrong hat in this one, you know what I'm saying? But
it's just like that damn dress. Is it white and gold or is it black and blue?
Oh, you're right. I remember that.
You know, like we look the same. You look at the same thing. Some people see blue and black. I saw white and gold, but that's their truth. I can't change how you see that dress. Yeah. I can't change how you see how your perception is. So us arguing over it ain't gonna make it seem white to you. Ain't gonna make it seem blue to me.
Right.
Yeah. You know did y'all catch the verses with Ja Rule and Fat Joe?
I did.
Yeah.
You did catch it?
I did.
Okay, so you heard what Fat Joe said.
What did he say?
When he was talking about the crackhead, bring the crack. I don't know the exact quote when he was talking about. Well, Little Mo thought he was talking.
Oh
about her,
yeah.
Right?
Okay, I remember that. Right? I remember that one part.
So again, what you just said, the way she received it was like he was talking about her,
right?
And he said he wasn't. But I would want to ask y'all this: when it comes to communication, when it gets on social media, do you think shit just gets fucked up? Like when it hits social media, because. Remember, Fat Joe said he apologized to her at the show. He apologized to her. They seen each other after the show. Before the show, they hugged, this, that, and the third, right? But she took it to social media and wanted an apology. Do you feel like when it comes to communication, shit just goes left when it comes to social media?
I never feel like you should want a apology or anything expressing your feelings on social media.
Okay.
Like that right there to me seems like he's reaching for attention.
Right.
Like if you truly wanted that apology, you know, you could have hit him up. You could hit up somebody that knew him.
Yeah.
You know, you could have talked to him after the show, whatever the case is. But for you to go to social media is like you're reaching for attention. Like you want somebody to feel sorry for you. You want somebody to take your side. Like, oh, you're right, Lil Mo, because these celebrities got yes people. So
they do.
You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be there. So, you know, never would I go on social media to I guess ask for an apology when I can do that personally. You know, like if I truly want that apology, I'm gonna come to you and be like, yo, you did me wrong for this way, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity to say you're sorry, or it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I'm like, once it gets to social media, now you're looking for an audience. Yeah. Right? You're looking for an audience.
So I actually been in that situation.
Woo!
I'm sorry. Can I chime in?
Yeah.
I have a quick question. What Joe said was public.
Right.
Why should his apology not be public?
I feel like it brought more drama. I feel like it brought more than what it needed to bring. Especially if he said it in person. Like if he apologized to her in person.
Can I say the quote?
What is the quote?
Yeah, what's the quote?
He said to Ja Rule, you gotta go to the crack house to find them bitches.
Okay.
But then he apologized behind stage. Like, you called me a crackhead in front of millions and millions of people.
Right.
But then I'm supposed to accept a private apology that may or may not.
Because you're the one offended, not the millions of other people. So it's like, if you're the one that's offended, like, because if you're just cracking a joke, everybody else is watching that versus really doesn't catch that joke, you know, like, or whatever the case is. But like, if you're offended, I owe you an apology. I don't owe you an apology in front of everybody, because then once again, we're going back to that we involving people that don't need to necessarily be in you and I problem.
Right.
That's like, I said something that offended you, whether it was in front of let's say we're at a dinner. Let's say we're at a dinner at work. You know, we're colleagues, and I say something that offends you. You don't want me to go back and say, "Hey, everybody, let's have a meeting." I just want to apologize to you right now in front of everybody. Nah.
I think it's like growing up when you know what I'm saying, like your mom, like depending on like. I was going to get corrected where I was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up with that mentality. If I acted a fool in the store, I'm getting beat in the store. You know what I'm saying? My mom wasn't that one like, wait till we get home. No, here's Joe. You know what I'm saying? You show out on me here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's probably the same mentality I go, is that, you know, wherever you are and you act up is kind of, you know, where the correction and the recorrection needs to occur. But I see it both ways. I mean, me personally, I thought it was harsh. I didn't think he needed to say it, but you know,
I think he was just in a moment getting his ass whooped by Ja Rule. I
also think that he brought them into something. Like, they weren't a part of the banter. You know what I'm saying? Like, attack Ja. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about his mom. Like, I mean, I'm not even his mom, but like attack him personally. Yeah. But when you start attacking other people who wasn't in it, like, you know, because I mean, mom's struggling. Be struggling. Like, you know. They're struggling. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? So I felt bad for him, but I mean, I think Remy added, you know,
a little bit more because he got on social media.
I love Remy.
You do love Remy? Like, chill on her. Chill on sis.
But that's a great point. But that even just brings us back to like how we are raised and just this form of like humiliation. And we have to correct each other. I got to get a crowd to do this, right? I just feel like, okay, the attack was on me. However we resolve this, you know, it doesn't need to be like this audience. But it makes me think of the dude, Jackson. He was the
Derek Jackson.
And he brought his poor wife on.
Did
we all need to see that, right? Like, did we really all need to, you know, like, you could have just left that.
It ain't gonna give us more input.
So it don't need to be a audience for your apology, like.
Oh shit! This shit had a hat on.
It's like this.
Like it just wasn't needed type shit.
Yeah, like.
She wanted to look like she was looking like a hostage in Iraq.
Bro, she looked so bad.
Bro, she was sitting there like, why you dragging me out the bed for this?
Like, you didn't even give her time to get her nail or hair done or outfit on point. Like, this came out looking like a fugitive.
A little coconut oil nut. Yeah.
And it's funny because I've actually been through that as far as the whole humiliation thing, right? So I took something, I do like Talk Your Shit Thursdays, right? And so I was telling the story one day about a friend.
I love it.
And thank you. So I'm just talking my shit, like not dragging her and nothing like that, but just giving a scenario.
I think I was live when that was happening. I think I was on the feed when that happened.
I was too. I remember this.
I was on the feed when that happened.
I remember this.
So, you feel me? I was just sharing, you feel me, what happened, but I didn't feel like I was coming from a negative place or a place where I was dragging her or like dogging her. No malice at all. I was sharing. I feel like at that moment I was being open and transparent about how I felt. You feel me? I was tapping in. But the next day, I get a couple notifications. All of my comments dragging me. I'm just like, first of all, you're saying everything that I said on the live. So clearly I wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing. But my approach to bringing it to social media wasn't to drag her or belittle her or nothing. I was just sharing how the fuck I felt. But I feel like it got misconstrued because it was on social media. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it did bring an audience. It had people in the comment. Had people in the comment having their perspective and input. And I felt like, although she was dragging me, she was trying to make her right. She was trying to say her right so people could see it because we wear this like right and wrong hat. And I don't know. I mean, that was clearly because how we were raised, but it's just crazy that we all are trying to be right or wrong and not looking at how y'all said it. You gotta say it again. What is it?
The duality.
It's a duality and hold on, say it again.
Duality, like two things can exist at the same time.
Two things can exist at the same time.
They can be true at the same time.
And that's one thing I definitely gotta stick with that, bro. I've been wearing this right or wrong hat for too long. You know what I'm saying? No. So look, for you know what I'm saying, for temp check, we're gonna talk about something. So I was on social media, and this kind of is what kind of sparked this conversation. On what we hear versus what somebody's actually saying, right? So this dude, he was tweeting one day, and they put it on this page, and he was talking about how what a woman says versus what she's really saying. Okay, so I'm gonna read a couple, and y'all tell me if it's true or not, or if y'all been in that position. So Trey, you can tell me if you sent one of these messages or not.
Okay.
And Darius, bro, you can tell me how you feel about it, if it's true or not. All right. All right. So here's the first one. We're moving too fast. I still need to know you better. The translation is, I'm not sexually attracted to you, but we can continue as I wait for a better option. Do you believe that's true? So if she sends, we are moving too fast, I still need to get to know you better. The translation is, I'm not sexually attracted to you, but we can continue as I wait for a better option.
For me, no. I will let you know. I don't talk to people I'm not sexually attracted to. So that's not even a thing. But yeah, with her saying that first text, I just take it as is. Like, we're just moving too fast. Let's get to know each other.
Let's slow down.
Yeah. What is that? I don't know.
No,
like,
so I got two things I thought of. When you said that,
yes, sir.
I feel like it could be interpreted as, I was attracted to you, but you did some goofy shit, and now I'm not attracted to you anymore. So we're moving too fast. But I kind of agree that I don't know. That's a good one. But I mean, I've been in that situation. I've gotten that text.
Really?
And I'm just trying to think, like,
how you felt?
No, not that I felt. Did we ever like get like to that point? I don't think we ever did. So, it could be something that, I said I did some goofy shit. Everybody plays the fool. Like,
Absolutely.
So I could have did some goofy shit or said some goofy shit or whatever the case is. And, the attraction, she could have killed the attraction. But I just would have rather just like, hey, just say like, yo, you did this, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could be cool. I don't think, we gonna, I don't think I want to, talk to you in that aspect or whatever. But, people be too scared to hurt somebody else's feelings.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I say live in your truth. You feel me? Don't live in my assumption, live in your truth.
Exactly.
Don't live in my assumption.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
Don't live in your assumption, live in the truth. All right. My ex was a piece of shit. Translation is, my ex put himself first, and our relationship operated under his terms. Do we agree? My ex was a piece of... You did? You agree? She smiled and shit.
Just like, to sum it up, that he was a piece of shit.
This nigga was shit, period.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
I'm going to take the man's side. No. It take two people to tango. So I always say a lot of, he ain't shit, she ain't shit. And then when you get down to the nitty gritty and you actually get to know that person, you figure out like, nah, you got some ain't shit qualities
actually,
too.
Yeah,
for
sure. Sister, it's you.
Right. So no, I that's like a red flag to me because to me that doesn't show any accountability. Like, to me that's like, oh, we're not together because he fucked up. But what did you do? What did you do wrong? Because ain't nobody perfect, you feel me? So what did you do wrong? What could have you done better? You feel me? So yeah, to me that's a red flag. Whenever I hear that he ain't shit, I'm like, yeah. We're moving too fast.
Right. But see, that makes me think. So years and years ago, I was engaged, and I found him in the bed with someone. So anytime someone asks about like, after that, and I was dating or whatever, people would ask like, okay, what happened? Like you kind of, you got going on. What's going on? I'm like, he wasn't shit. Like he wasn't shit. Let's just. It doesn't have to be a bash. It's just kind of like a. We don't need to get into it. Yeah, let's just keep it pushing. He wasn't shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period. That's
I could get into I could have, but that wasn't shit.
He wasn't shit.
I would have been like, I just caught his ass cheating.
Right.
Because like I say, it's plenty of dudes that hear that he ain't shit, and we just like, okay, so that means you the bomb. So he's the bomb.com, man, right? You know what I'm saying? You everything in that. So
but some men not shit with her, but he the bomb with her.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't even. Sometimes I like shit. I like shit. I like that. Your own shit might be good.
Then you on social media talking about you got him ready for you got him ready for the next woman and all that shit. Yeah, I've been there, done that.
That's true.
I've been there and done that.
Right.
All right, 2 more. This one is, we were talking about it. I don't need a man. Translation is, I can't keep a man. Ooh. That one to rub you, you know what I'm saying? Shake you a little bit.
That one woke the baby, right?
Tiger said, huh?
He said, don't say shit else.
I get this one, mama.
Okay. I don't ever say that I don't need a man. I definitely think that we need each other. So that's I don't know. I don't operate from that.
Okay.
I definitely what did I say most recently? We were talking about love, and that's just not my strong suit. Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I think I suck at love. Okay. Like, that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that's just it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like at loving or at like
romantic relationships, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah. That's deep.
I get it.
I'm like,
what do you think it is? Or are you still trying to figure it out?
Yeah, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. Okay. I don't know. It's just, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I think it really probably, and not to go all like, trauma and shit, but like being around my dad and him cheating and seeing like people that are married and happy, like right? But then, they out here kicking it, or, their desires are different from what they're showing. So I think that just always stays in my mind.
Maybe that's my problem too.
Yeah, I'm like, I see people do raggedy shit. So,
no,
yeah.
for real.
I never knew my dad had a wife. I only knew his girlfriend.
Shut up.
We traveled with her. Yep. I stayed the night at her house.
Yep.
One day I called his house. A woman answered. It wasn't a girl that I was
with. Yeah.
Who is this?
Oh, damn.
Exactly though.
What?
That's real shit.
Yeah.
Like maybe
which makes me believe most men cheat.
Yeah.
Now I don't hold that against them, but it makes me believe that most men cheat.
Yeah, it's just like, this ain't my strong suit, and just being aware of that.
Respect that. I respect that.
Oh man, bro, I could go real Kevin Samuels on this one.
Do you think? So if a shorty told you she ain't been in a relationship,
I can go real Kevin on this one.
If she told you she ain't been in a relationship in a while, you gonna definitely.
No, I mean if she say that she don't need a man, that's definitely like, yeah, you can't keep a man. Mm-hmm. You don't have the qualities that men that you want have. Okay. Whether it be attributes, whether that be physical, whatever the case is, something you doing is got you to the point where you say you don't need a man. Because like you say, we need each other.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like whether that is you wanting to date somebody outside your ballpark as far as like financially is concerned, whether it be you just the attraction thing, whether it be just the social circles, whatever those what may be, what you want you ain't getting, so now you just harden your heart to say, yeah, I don't need a man. But that's bullshit. Life doesn't go on. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're with somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you don't need a man, then fucking life ends.
Right.
Think of everybody had that.
That's a good perspective.
Right.
Are you saying because of having kids? Things
yeah.
Like that?
If you don't need a man,
yeah.
No, I felt that though.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
And even outside of kids, we're communal people.
Right.
So we're not islands and just it wouldn't work.
But they find other bitter women that agree to those that agree to that same ideology that tells them exactly what they want to hear, not what they need to hear, what they want to hear. Right. And then next thing you know, you the cat lady.
They both see the cat lady.
What about dog moms?
But I always tell Dewey, Dewey be looking at like, no, I need a man. He be like, what?
Yeah.
No. It's a lot of shit around here I don't want to do. Okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, emotionally, it's a lot of shit I need a man to do for me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody deserves to have a mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it's proper.
Right.
Now, if it's toxic, you know what I'm saying? Leave
Yeah.
that alone.
We still
But
fuck
if
with
it's proper, I feel like everybody deserves to be loved.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
it also it shows our kids that.
It
Yes.
does,
And then they become healthy,
Yep.
you know, relationship people. You know,
Absolutely.
not only just with man and woman or whatever,
Mhm.
but like at work. Like, you know what I'm saying? They walk in with a different attitude when they go
Yeah.
to school. They take their tests differently.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I would never ever say I don't need a man. I already know. I
Good
already
shit.
know what's
No.
info.
So Steph said toxic, and we're gonna leave off on this one. So I don't want to rush things. I just got out of a toxic relationship, right? Translation is I'm still in love with my ex, and I'm waiting to see if he wants to get back together. Have you ever? And I feel like this was a good one to end off with because I feel when we're dating and stuff at a younger age or even at an older age, you always think about the last one. You know what I'm saying? Because if it ended really, really bad, you're kind of like, okay, maybe they're just. Because I've been a rebound a couple times. You feel me? I've been to Band-Aid a couple times. Not saying that they left me to go back to their ex, but I mean, I don't know. Like I didn't check that hard. So I think this is a really good one. I don't want to rush things. I just got out of a toxic relationship. I'm still in love with my ex, but I'm waiting to see if he wants to get back with me.
Oh wow. That's really like the one thing that I can remember where I've said that, but I truly meant that. Like the person was toxic.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
that followed me from high school to college, that we got engaged and it was a whole thing, and they just. Yeah, it just like they weren't ready for that. It just looked good.
Right.
And just being honest, where like people were ready to be in relationships and I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm still figuring this shit out.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to go back to him. Like he gave the ring back, honey. But yeah, I'm not. But I'm like, I don't want to go back
Gave
to
the ring
that.
back, honey.
Yeah, like I just need a second to like lick my wounds and get me together, right? Yeah. So I think there's some truth in just that first statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just on the
So I'm gonna go to the duality.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to the duality
Yes,
principle
sir.
on this one. So I agree with
Okay.
that, but I also agree that, and this is something that you said earlier. Repeat the what she said. I don't want to because I'm toxic or whatever. Repeat that statement.
Just
We just said, yeah.
I just got out of okay. I don't want to rush things. I just got out of a toxic relationship.
I truly feel like that because if you find the right one,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what. Because I've used that excuse before.
Yeah.
I've used that excuse. So I was like, I'm not ready for a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that one.
Yeah.
And then the girl I'm with now, who, I'm probably gonna, propose to, popped up and
Good shit, bro.
and probably was just like popped in like boom, like, and I was just like, yep, I'm ready, fuck it. I'm ready, fuck it. Right.
It's the person.
Literally, I just told a girl like a month or two early I wasn't ready for a relationship. Now I'm just
So
like,
she also
She was like-
you ain't shit.
But here's the thing, it wasn't like I left her for my current. It was just like I wasn't ready for a relationship with whatever she showed me.
Yeah.
And then I saw that one and I'm just like,
Hold on,
shit.
I actually do want the title.
Let's go. I'm out of here. We out. Let's go. Fuck it.
I do see like some truth in that, but some stuff is like, no, this is literally about me.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
this is about and no really like being in tune with yourself. Like I need a second.
Yeah.
I need a second.
Yep.
You know?
Mhm.
And that's all it was.
That's good. No, that's
But no,
good.
that is good.
We
Right.
want people that were in toxic relationships to take a second.
Yeah.
Because hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
So I need you to take a minute, sit over there. You know what I'm saying? And not
Gather
be
your
ready
bucket
for a
thoughts.
But they literally take it a minute, and the next thing you know, you seeing them next
In the
month talking
next
about
year.
pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Like, like I was just at your crib last month. Shit.
I'm not the dad.
How many times do we see that? People talk about I am not in a relationship, and then they pop up.
Pregnant.
Oh, my babe for 5 years.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Or pregnant.
Like,
No.
they pregnant. They're so pregnant. They're so pregnant. And I'm like, when did you have sex? Like, when did you have sex with this guy? Because you said you weren't with them.
I'm sitting there doing the math.
I was celebrating a 2-year anniversary, but me and you was
I was
talking
just with
a
you.
year and 9 months ago.
Hello.
So
I was just with
I'm
you.
trying to.
I
You know how
Yeah,
many group chats start off with that? Like, I thought this nigga.
For sure. For sure. I'm like, what?
No, facts. Look, that was really good, bro. I really appreciate y'all for coming, bro, with the communication tip. You feel me? So y'all know how we ended off. You know what I'm saying? You always got to plug yourself. You always got to say where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Not where you're from, but you know what I'm saying? Social medias and things like that. So go ahead and drop it on them. Drop what you got going on, you know, your podcast. Miss Well Read, well dressed and well read. Okay, tell us about it because you got the shirt on.
Of course.
Come
I had to
on.
come on and rap.
Yeah.
So I'm Trey Lene on Instagram. That's the only social media I really use.
Mm-hmm.
TREYYLANAE.
Okay.
And I also have a book club, Well Dressed, Well Read, and I am branding that. So I have designed bookends, and they sold out in 2 days. But they will restock in November. Wow, and yeah, check out Well Dressed, Well Read.
I know that's right.
Right. Yeah, so the book club, we only read books written by Black authors, and we'll be 2 years in January.
Wow,
I love y'all, my book sisters, and yeah.
Congrats, bro.
All right, so if you want to see the girl that I may propose to, I hope you're watching this. Make sure you listen to our podcast. It's Dinner with Doc and DB. That's Dinner with Doc, DOC, and DB. She is a clinical psychologist. So when we talk about things, and it has me learning, and I'm learning from her as far as like, you know, how to process things and how my mind works and things like that. So when we talk, we actually talking with some actual, you know, some substance behind it. We talking with some substance behind it. So we release a new episode each and every Monday. And then just a plug for her. She's going to be having, this month is actually Suicide Prevention Awareness Month in September. So this Thursday, September 30th, I don't know when you dropping this or whatever, but September 30th, she's going to have a live feed where she's going to be answering questions about suicide and just, you know, just awareness around it, because many of us suffer in silence, you know what I'm saying, and have these thoughts. So she's going to have a live question and answer for an hour. So if you want to go on her social media, it's Instagram @_dr.maria.
You better know her at.
I had to what's that? So and that's gonna be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you just have any questions or anything, you can follow her as well too @_dr.maria.
Shit, I love that. Well, you know you can find me, Prescribe DR, Instagram and Twitter. One has an underscore, one doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Figure that out. But I know it's there. You feel me? But yeah, thank you again for coming on. You know, Trey, DB, you feel me? Thank y'all for coming on, dropping some knowledge. This is Prescribed with the Realist, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about, and we out.
You dig.
Thank you,
y'all.